you see this mushroom and you think, I'm gonna just try it. You try it and it flipping trips you out.
We're just going to drop him with
What's his name?
Arjie. And also, can you just trim his pot? You know the hair is like quite long, but trim it like.
Yeah, but hey, listen to mommy. You have to stay here and get groomed. Then we'll come back to pick you up. Okay?
He's the cutest little boy. You're gonna press it. Go press that button. There we go. I did it instead of you, but.
你醒了没有啊?
Hey, you waiting for your brother to get groomed?
Yeah, they say it's gonna take another hour for Arjie to be finished.
Well, that's okay, but there's a slight problem. The problem is that we've got to go to Liverpool to pick up my new fish tank.
Yeah, but I told them if they can do it sooner, please do. I did say that.
And then I'm gonna go get some fish, tropical ones.
What kind of tropical
Like
fish?
hot water fish.
I mean like what type? Like for example, like
Like the
Nemo.
ones that go in hot water, you know?
I know, like specifically, you know, like angelfish.
Hot, I don't know. It's not cold water ones, but the hot ones, you know?
I know,
Yeah.
but I mean what typical type, like specifically.
I don't know what classes as a tropical, but we'll make it.
Seawater.
Okay,
Yeah.
right, so I want a tropical fish to go in my new fish tank once I get it. And we're gonna go see Stuart and go get it.
He's pretty happy.
Hey. Do it again.
Right, so what were we saying? Acting.
Method acting, yeah? Because there's different types of acting, but method acting is the one we were.
Yeah, you can be like just like reading a script or doing your lines and stuff like that, but then there's method acting that is just immersing yourself in that character.
Yeah, becoming the person that you need to become.
But yeah, I wonder whether like soap actors experience anything like, because they have to do that, play that character for such a long time.
Yeah.
It's almost like undercover cops when they have to live like a persona for so long and they start to like.
Oh, I never thought about that.
They start to sort of gain traits of that personality. And they start to like have sympathies for the criminals that they're trying to catch because they've got to spend so long with them.
Wow, that's
interesting.
Yes, that's very interesting. Never thought about that side of things. Yeah, undercover cops, they become that person.
Yeah.
And they get
have
involved
to make
in narcotics.
friends.
They got to blooming take drugs and all sorts.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that movie? What is it? The Training Day.
No, I've not seen Training Day. I was thinking The Departed.
In Training Day, that's just about a corrupt cop, basically.
Yeah.
But I mean, you wonder why he became corrupt.
Mm.
Maybe it is because he took on some of the traits. But then again, we do get like drawn out and enticed by our own desires, don't we? So if you're pulling toward crime, but you happen to be a cop,
Yeah.
then I guess being around crime's not going to help that, is it? Yeah, I can understand that people get tempted by crime and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, you know.
And it's just like, it's like they say, absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. Like having power, just because they're considered like a position of authority doesn't necessarily mean they have to be moral.
Exactly. There's a lot of people in power that are not
Exactly.
ethical anyway.
Plenty.
You talk about fish, and then within like 30 seconds you actually find fish. They're tropical as well. Say hello to the fish, but don't bang on the glass, because if you bang on the glass, the fish don't like the noise. That's what I was told as a kid.
Little tiger.
You've got to find where's Wally. Can you find Wally? Oh, there he is. That's him, right? That's Wally.
Yeah,
there you go.
well
Found
done.
Wally. Took
Well
about
done, you
took
are-
about 7 seconds.
Who's that guy? No. I thought that guy.
Santa.
Santa Claus. I thought he was the painter. I went to see some of his paintings with Rikki.
Ah, the guy that's on the wall.
The guy. Oh no. A different guy I met. He's a proper raving alcoholic,
But an artist.
That's
like a proper artist. An
Yeah.
artist with some sort of drug addiction is like a proper artist.
They're qualified. Whoa!
The guys that are doing psychedelics all day, they're the artists.
Hey, psychedelic drugs. That's another subject.
I was
entirely.
listening to a podcast the other day about how psychedelics are used for like therapy, and, like PTSD and stuff like that. And how they're trying to get it more. They're trying to get more studies done because apparently it's really good for like therapy and just like post-traumatic stress disorder or just any.
Hey,
sort
I'm
of
not surprised. Are we
physical
talking about
therapy.
psychedelic drugs made by a man or ones that occur naturally?
natural ones. So like
I'm telling you, it's got to be.
psilocybin, which is in magic mushrooms,
Yeah.
is supposed to be a really good one. Like apparently they do something where they basically just blindfold you and put music on, and then you just sit there and just have like
Get tripped
just,
out.
Yeah, because you've not got loads of like outside
Stimulants and that.
stimulants
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Because you're just blindfolded, you just sit there and you just like basically just sitting with your thoughts and just managing everything by yourself. Because they do, I think they use MDMA as well, which they've been using for a while.
Really?
It's supposed to be because it opens you up.
And where does
you,
MDMA come from?
you use that. MDMA is man-made,
Okay, yeah.
but it's because it opens you up. It like you sort of drop your guard and you can open up to other people about your feelings. So it's good for therapy and stuff like that.
There's something a bit like, I can't say seedy, but there's something a little bit that's a bit funny about
Using man-made
drugs,
to
just like drugs in general,
yeah.
really, isn't it?
But
I
the
mean,
people have been using like psychedelics for therapy for thousands of years. Look at like ancient shamans and seers and people like that.
Yeah.
It's just like that's just like an ancient form of therapy.
I'm gonna park here because there's a little Starbucks I'd like to go into.
Look at Arjie.
He always looks so good, and he's looking like a little sheep.
Proper cute.
His face is still a little bit wet. You got washed and everything. She says that he's been really, really good, but he got a little bit grumpy towards the end because it's been going on for like 2 hours and a bit.
Do it. Do it.
Oh God! Let me see.
Right, start it again. Let's play.
All right, go on.
Do it. Do it.
Just checking for the supervisor. We are the worst. That's brilliant. That is the best.
Insane. I want to go work in there again.
We are the worst.
It was amazing.
We got any more?
Yeah, let me have a look. I might have some.
Oh,
more.
we are the worst. Food challenges were the best though. Just sling it in like that. It's not gonna.
Yeah, it'll be fine. But
Yeah.
stop it from sliding and stuff.
What?
And then yeah, sling some like eels in it or something.
Yes.
Massive one. Get like
Massive
a
eel in
shark
there.
or something. There we go. Let's not.
I drop this now. So, right, sling it on there. Okay, right.
Imagine, you're walking through the forest, yeah? You're walking through the jungle. No, not a jungle. It's more like it would be probably more like a forest, right? And there's trees to your left, trees to your right, and bushes and branches and wild animals and, you know, overgrown shrubbery and all that stuff, right? And you see this little mushroom on the floor because you're used to eating berries and little treats that come off plants. And then you see this mushroom and you think, I'm gonna just try it. You try it and it flipping trips you out. Imagine that.
Being the first people to... Yeah, but back then, like, they'd probably think it was like some sort of message from some sort of god or something, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but
They'd
you'd
think
know.
it was like a spiritual experience.
They probably would. But like, obviously, well, I'd know that after it digested,
Yeah, you'd
the
know that
effects
it's what
kick
it
in.
was, yeah.
Yeah, and that it was that mushroom.
Yeah.
Unless you were eating all sorts of stuff at the same time, then you might not necessarily know
Yeah.
it was that one specifically, but...
Yeah, they did loads of experiments
They did.
in like the 50s
Bro,
and 60s on
they did
LSD and stuff like
dodgy
that.
experiment. Yeah, LSD, I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
LSD, yeah. That's the one. Bro, they're still doing experiments.
Yeah, but that's still one of the reasons why this stuff should be legalised and regulated, because then you can do like proper experiments on it and work out the actual scientific facts on it, not just saying drugs are bad. Because there's certain drugs that can be used in beneficial ways.
You heard the story about the prisoners and the guards and the wardens?
Stanford prison experiment.
Was it the one where they made just random people dressed? Yeah.
Certain people were guards, certain people.
Yes.
It's about authority and that.
That's
yeah, I did psychology at
crazy.
A level, and some of the experiments they
Bro.
tell you about is mad.
That's mad
It's like,
stuff. People just adapt that
There's
role.
another one, they sit someone in a room and they say you've got like a line of switches of voltages, and you can ask like questions or something like that, and every time the person answers wrong
Electricity
they
one.
shock them, but it's just like a recording, so there's not actually anyone in there, and every time they get it wrong they go up in voltage until it's a lethal dosage, and they it's to test whether the person will stop,
they'll do it or not,
they'll stop,
whether they'll
or
kill 'em just for the sake of
whether
a
they
test.
just respond to authority.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that with someone that's in a position of authority in the room in like a lab coat and everything, they always go up to the lethal dosage.
Oh, do they always do it? Yeah.
Not everyone, but like a high
Some people
majority
do, yeah.
of people go up to the lethal dosage, even though they know that it could be a
Kill
lethal
'em, yeah.
lethal
You could kill 'em.
dosage of it. But
What are they thinking? You could kill the person.
yeah. But you'd think like, oh, if I was in that situation, I'd never do it. But you never know, like, if you're actually put in that situation.
Yeah, would you just accept the...
Yeah, because it's all about responding
he
to that
said do it,
authority
so I
figure,
just
because
did
they're
it.
saying carry on.
It's unbelievable.